Supernatural entities are beings that are not human. There are various terms for these non-human spiritual beings, usually rooted in their own individual mythology and/or folklore. The biblical perspective is perhaps the most important perspective to have when it comes to understanding the existence of supernatural entities and their origins. The books of the Old Testament gives us the name of over 36 tribes of Nephilim giants, the bastard children of the rebellious fallen angels. Understanding the etymology and definition of the names concerning these Nephilim tribes will give us more insight into the existence of supernatural entities, such as the alien greys and the shadow people. The alien greys are extraterrestrial beings. They are frequent subjects of close encounters and alien abduction claims. The details of such claims vary widely. However, greys are typically described as being tall and human-like, with long limbs, smooth gray-colored skin, enlarged heads, and large black eyes. Our modern description of alien greys sounds very similar to a Nephilim tribe that the Israelites encountered, known as the Anakim within the Old Testament accounts. The Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 2. Hear, O Israel, thou art to pass over Jordan this day, to go in to possess nations greater and mightier than thyself, cities great and fenced up to heaven, a people great and tall, the children of the Anakims, whom thou knowest, and of whom thou hast heard say, who can stand before the children of Anak? The Book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse 33. And there we saw the Nephilim, the sons of Anak, which come of the Nephilim, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. According to these verses, the Anakims are described as physically tall. They were much taller than the men from the Israelite tribes that encountered the Anakim. We get a further detailed description of the appearance of these beings when looking at the biblical etymology concerning the name of this Nephilim tribe. The name Anakim means the long-necked ones. Another more detailed definition tells us that the name Anakim means long-necked ones, from Anak, to be long, stretched out, and over-towering. A tribe of giants, descendants of Anak, which dwelled in southern Canaan. Based on the biblical verses mentioning the tribes of Anak and the biblical etymology of their name, we now have a full physical characteristic of the Anakims. They are described as tall, over-towering. They are long-necked and have stretched out elongated limbs, which presumably includes their elongated heads. Now this seems to fit our modern description of an alien, specifically the Greys. The Greys are known to be tall, with long necks, elongated limbs, and elongated skulls, just like the Anakims. In the early 1900s, famous occultist Aleister Crowley channeled a demon known as Lamb. After Crowley made contact with this entity, he decided to draw its portrait. This entity was similar in appearance to a modern Grey. Crowley believed that he had contacted the entity through a process that he called the Amalantra workings. Since the spirits of the Nephilim are what you and I would call demons or unclean spirits, it's possible that the demonic entity Aleister Crowley encountered was from the Nephilim tribe known as the Anakim. This could also possibly mean that many alien abduction cases could be demonic encounters with the spirits of the Anakims. The Shadow People are another well-known supernatural entity in mythological stories, folklores, and supernatural encounters. Many people have experienced these shadowy beings, including myself, during a sleep paralysis experience. I believe the Shadow People are the spirits of a Nephilim tribe known as the Zamzumim. The Zamzumim are aboriginal giants reported in the Old Testament to have inhabited the region of Ammon prior to the coming of the Ammonites. The Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 2, verse 20. That also was accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old times, and the Ammonites called them Zamzumims. According to the biblical Hebrew etymology of the name of this Nephilim tribe, Zamzumim comes from the Hebrew word Zamzum, which means buzz or hum, and describes the characteristic noise they produced, which is strongly associated with the ancient belief of the noise the spirits of the dead generated, as can be found in the book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 19. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their God, for the living, to the dead? These Nephilim are represented as being giants, men of great strength, Zuzim as having a buzzing and indistinct manner of speech, Zamzumim as formidable monsters. According to these references, the Nephilim tribe, known as the Zamzumims, are monsters that make a loud buzzing noise when they appear. These characteristics matches the description of the shadow people. Sleep paralysis myths are found in just about every culture. Something comes in the night. It very often sits on the chest of a person, or it tries to strangle them, or it may just lurk around the room menacingly. It's very often described as dark, shadowy figures taking on various forms. It can make strange noises from heavy breathing, roars, whispers, or some sort of humming, buzzing vibration noises. A long time ago, I myself had a very terrifying experience with sleep paralysis. One night after a week of terrible sleep, I was slowly dozing off into a deep sleep, when all of a sudden I heard and felt an eerie loud buzzing sound. My eyes were still closed, but I could sense that something was over my body. I slowly open my eyes, and I see a dark hooded, shadowy figure. Whatever it was doing to my body, it was paralyzing me, preventing me from moving or speaking. The only thing I can think of doing was mustering up the strength and barely uttering the name Jesus. As soon as I did that, I wake up at around 3 a.m. with a heavy feeling on my chest, exhausted and relieved that the terrifying experience was over. After this experience happened, I woke up and went to work. While at work, I was thinking about this experience all day and decided to look up sleep paralysis experiences and testimonies online to see if anyone else has seen a hooded, shadowy figure that makes a loud buzzing sound when it appears. As it turns out, there are many sleep paralysis experiences that are identical to what I saw, felt, and heard. Alarming symptoms of sleep paralysis include feeling paralyzed, hearing deafening buzzing sounds, feeling electrical sensations shooting throughout the body, difficulty in breathing due to an oppressive weight on the chest and body, and a sense of suffocation and impending doom. I believe the shadow people are the demonic disembodied Nephilim spirits known as the Zamzumim. These Nephilim spirits seem to fear one name, and that is the name of the Messiah, Jesus Christ, the one light that can overcome the darkness of these supernatural entities. Our battle is not flesh and blood, but with spiritual wickedness in high places, the rulers of darkness. I hope you guys found this fruitful, and I hope this topic aided you in your understanding of the existence and origins of supernatural entities. Let me know in the comment section below if you would like me to continue the topic of supernatural entities and their possible Nephilim origins. If you guys enjoyed this and would like to support this channel, I do have a Patreon. The link for that will be in the bio below. Please like, share, and let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.